motion and a second. Any discussion? If none, all in favor? All right, motion carried. Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because it is all about me.
Yeah. Old business, the Red House. Any updates?
Spoke with Mr. Thorpe, the attorney who's handling that, text from him today, and I informed him that after several attempts in getting the county sheriff to do a letter for us, he's not been able to find the information that he needs to do the letter. So I informed them today to proceed without the letter from the sheriff. So it is proceeding from there.
Okay.
We've been waiting a month for something from the sheriff and didn't get it, so we'll proceed.
Okay. All right. So next item is Heritage Day report.
Heritage Days, if you weren't here, was a huge success. We had more compliments. They estimated over 6,000. The trolley alone, in previous years, they've hauled 200-300 people. In Lonnie County, and this year he hauled over 1,000 in the 2 days. Just on, it's not counting the shuttle bus, it's not counting the thousands that walked through the park to get here. So it was. We need to work next year on going to other festivals, other arts and crafts, and try to get our vendor numbers back up. But in just what I looked at briefly this week, we don't have all the numbers in yet to do the financial report, but we took in over $3,000 just in vendor fees. So that was good. Which partly in due is because we raised the fees, but that's that.
Okay. All right, the monthly maintenance, Chad's not here. Basically, my understanding is we use the inmate work detail to do a lot of maintenance, getting clean up for the festival. And of course, electrical got done and the fence got repaired. So pretty much that was the extent of that. So since he was not here. New business Christmas program.
Okay, we need to decide what we're going to do about a tree since our tree died last year. And so I need to know what you want to do, where you want to put it. We may have to buy new lights this year because we had a hard time getting enough lights to go on the tree last year. So I need to know what y'all want to do. You want to plant another tree? You just going to go back to buying the cut trees like we used to do?
How many trees have we tried to plant?
Just that one.
No.
Well, I
Over the
mean,
years, 5.
well, but that
5 or
was,
6
but
and they all
that's,
died.
So I suggest just getting one for this year and then.
okay. Wow. And I say put it back over here, but just to the side, in front of the electrical meter and stuff. You know, the schoolhouse.
Oh, no, you want it in front of the schoolhouse?
Yeah.
I feel like we'd get more people as they drive by over here.
Yeah.
I like it over there for the exhibit booth, but it's kind of hidden. Nobody sees Santa when they drive by.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now that we have plenty of electrical over here, and then, I mean, we could, and then, now are we going to plant another tree? Did you say plant another tree? Or
No.
just get one that's done?
No, just
Alright, if you do it over there, then you've got, if you put it there next to the caboose, you can tie it down to the caboose. And it won't blow over.
Okay. So
Well,
do I
the
have,
decorations look better without the town when we prepare it for it.
okay. So do I have a motion to buy a tree and put buy a tree to a cut tree for the Christmas program? And what?
What size tree you talking?
What size and what price?
Well, in the past, and I don't know what they'll be this year, but if we get one that's like 10 to 12 feet tall, it runs about $125 to $150.
So I make a motion, we buy a Christmas tree just for this year with a max of $300.
Does that include lights and stuff
No.
that's me, or just
I
cut
think there's a tree. I don't know if there's one.
Well, we'll have to test lots and see. I mean, last year, we bought ones that were guaranteed, and then when I tried to send them back, they wouldn't accept them, because they only worked 1 year, and it's just a big hassle.
And then if you need a stand, that gives a little bit of budget for a stand.
I think we still have a stand. I think there's a stand on the police, or somewhere.
Alright, so anyway, so we have a motion to get a tree, a cut tree for the Christmas program, and not, cost not to go over $300. Second?
Let's see.
I have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? If not, all in favor? All right. Next item is update the soil and erosion ordinance.
Okay, in the process of us becoming the issuing authority again, the soil and erosion ordinance, they made a minor change. There was 3 definitions that they changed. I really didn't see a whole lot of difference in the definition, but we have to approve those new additions to the definitions in order for us to qualify. So I am making a motion that we update the definition portion of the soil and erosion ordinance to meet the qualifications with the state.
Now, is that a standard definition that they use?
Yes, they're just they just changed the wording just a little bit, and I couldn't get the form to print off. So, but there was like 3 definitions. But the thing of it is, it's mandated by the state. If you don't update them, then you're not going to become an issuing authority. Painful.
Okay. All right, so do I have a motion to?
I made the motion.
Okay. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All right, any other discussion on updating the soil and erosion language definitions to the state required? If not, all in favor? Okay, all right. Next item is Jesse.
Okay, since we have hired a new town attorney, and SV will be out of office, who's a signer now.
You said attorney, but it's
Sorry.
clerk.
Clerk.
Yeah, I don't want to say.
Sorry.
No.
We need to look at changing the signers. Still have 3 signers. I'll stay as a signer. The new town clerk will be a signer, and Randy, if you guys agree, will be the 3rd signer. So I make a motion. We change the signers to keep myself on, Andrea, and Randy.
Yeah,
Oh.
Natasha.
Natasha.
What did I say?
Andrea. Okay, guys, we got to get it together here.
I said. Andrea, at the beginning, Natasha, Randy, and myself will be the 3 signers.
And we still require 2 signatures for all checks.
Yes.
All right, now Jeff, we need to make that into a resolution, or do we need to just vote on it?
No, you're fine with
Okay,
it.
all right.
The bank will require resolutions.
Okay. So,
But I have the form on my computer, so.
so,
Approve the issuance of a resolution to do that, that's fine. That's your motion, right?
yes, okay.
They require a copy of the minutes, and they also require a copy of a resolution.
All right,
Just
so,
signed by the mayor.
Mhm.
okay, all right, so anyway, the motion is to, for new check signers and a resolution for Natasha, Howard, myself, and Jesse to be signers on the checking account.
I second that motion.
All right? We have any other discussion? If none, all in favor? Okay, all right. Next item is new dehumidifiers for the town hall here. The one in the back there has quit, and I found 2, and these have, the only reason that I chose these at Home Depot is that it does have a pump in it, so it pumps what it's collecting out on that, and it's a GE at Home Depot for $279 a piece. What I'm worried about is if that one went out, you know, just go ahead and approve, and then maybe have that one back up and put it over at the fire department to help draw out the moisture over there. So there'll be no tax, so it's $279. Like I said, they're GEs. So that'd be $558 for that. And while I'm on that subject, you know, they always ask you if you want a warranty plan. So, you know, usually somewhere around $20 a unit or something, so.
I make a motion that we buy 2 of the humidifiers, and that we buy the extended warranty plan on them.
Okay. All right. So we have a motion to buy 2 new dehumidifiers from Home Depot for the
For
price of.
$279 each, is what you
Yeah,
said.
yeah, for the total of $558 plus whatever the warranty is for town hall. Do I have a second? All right. Any other discussion? All in favor? Okay. All right, the next item is dispose of surplus items. We have when years and years and years ago, we had bought, I guess, crows, or
Red Rooster.
Red Roosters, tables and chairs are wooden. We have a lot of plastic trash cans that we have bought in previous years. There's a lot of stuff that we're not using. So disposal of surplus items, none of it is valued at $500. I mean, you know, as one item. So we don't, you know, necessarily have to have a bid process. But we could either carry it out there to one of the auction houses to auction off and get whatever the highest bid is, or have a yard sale here, or have the company come here. I don't know if we got enough stuff, you know, for a company to come down here and auction off. The largest items is the tables and chairs that we don't use.
I think, you know as well as I do, that if you take them out to auction house, you're not gonna get anything out of it,
Well,
especially by
after-
the time you change the fee. I say we haul it all out here, or put it out here and have an inside yard sale. I think that's gonna be our best bet, to get the best money out of it.
But I mean, just try to get rid of stuff that we're not using, cluttering up the place that we're not.
Now, are we gonna get rid of the beds and the couches and stuff over
Yes.
in the fire department
Yes.
side? Okay, are we gonna get rid of, because I mean, I wanna know what, you know, if we decide, then I need to know what to put in the paper. Are we gonna get rid of the old chairs that we put out?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And the trash cans, I mean, we just need to make a list of all the items that we're not using
All right,
and don't.
and we're gonna sell the beds? I'm just making a list, so I know.
Well, I mean, that's up to the fire department, but, you know, but if the fire department wants us to get rid of the couches and stuff over there on their side, you know.
Now, their table and the chairs are fine, they
Yes.
can be washed down,
Yes.
but those couches don't need to go.
So do I have a motion, y'all want to take?
I make a motion that we
Do an inside yard sale?
do an inside yard sale to sell all of the surplus items.
Okay, do I have a motion? Or make a second? Second? All right, any discussion? Okay, we have a motion and a second to dispose of the surplus items on the.
We need to include when we wanna do that.
I sort of say, when are you talking about doing it?
Well, first is we got to round it up. I mean, I just want to make sure y'all want to do it and start rounding stuff up, and then, I mean, it might not happen until after the first year or something, but I just wanted to be able to, you know, say, hey, start bringing this stuff over here out of the train cars and stuff and gather it up to see what we do have to get rid of. But, I mean, there's a lot of stuff.
Probably easiest to break down their chairs, their tables back there, and chairs, and just put it all back there in that one room.
Yes, and then that way, then go back there.
Yeah.
So, you know, like I said, the main thing is just go
Get
ahead.
it together.
Yes, and then we'll decide next month or a month after we'll have it. Alright? Alright, so, like I said, motion and second to, dispose of surplus items. Like I said, we'll be working on gathering those items for a yard sale at a later date. Set it at a later date. Any other discussion? All in favor? Okay. Alright. The next item is, cutting of undeveloped streets. And what this is, you know, like I say, we talked about sewage and stuff, using the town map here and make it easier on, and hopefully save us money, and to clearly see where those streets goes for the sewer system, is to go ahead and get somebody to bush hog the streets to make it easier to tell and mark our areas. And the main one is one Walnut Avenue there, that goes up by your house, Terry, and behind. 3rd Street all the way over to Joey's is clear, so that's the main one right there that we need to sort of get cleared.
Is this me here?
Yes, I think it's those 4 lots.
No, the ones on the back side. No, you're right. Terry, right there where you are, that's where Andrea's house is. So yours is go up, those back lots on that same, right in there, that's where you are.
Yeah, but she's a 4 right there. I mean,
I've got to come all the way down?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's right.
yeah,
Because mine comes all the way down.
yeah.
Okay.
So it
You're
just,
talking this ditch area here?
yes,
right
well, it's
beside.
actually before the area, if it's correct. But like I say, just knock down the underbrush
I'm
and
all
stuff.
for that,
Okay.
yeah.
Just because it'll make it easier and.
How much is that gonna cost us?
Yeah, exactly.
$600, probably. One day is $600, 2 days would be $1,200. No more than 2 days. I mean, he can do a bush hog on the front of the interloader, and it's got cracks and stuff. So I mean, I'm not talking about cutting trees. I'm talking about the
Right.
underbrush.
Yeah.
You know, just to be able to, get up in there and be able to help. Because this, that would help determine if that land lays the correct way for the infrastructure system. So that's what, and this would go out of the splash money for roads and stuff, so it wouldn't come out of general budget. It's actually, street. And like I say, it'd just pick that one and maybe, I don't even think 4th Street, I mean, it's right. And Walnut.
This is a pretty long ditch
Yeah,
there, so
right.
that's pretty big, and
Yeah.
that right there.
So anyway, it's just another step into trying to figure out, where we can put the sewer system, people. And better determine where the street is, make it easy. Like I say, if y'all want to think about it or anything, that's just something that, we can do before, but like I say, it's just in the process of doing this or trying to figure out what to do. So that's it.
But can we find, before we go to that expense, can we find out if the state's even gonna let us do it? I mean, I don't wanna spend that money and then the state say, no, y'all can't do this.
Well, the problem is that we gotta find where the street is first.
In order to see,
Yeah.
right.
I mean, that's the problem,
Yeah.
because the street is not, I stepped it off just for up at Heritage Days. I sort of went from your corner down there, I talked to you that day. I sort of went to your corner there, not knowing where the stone is, but just sort of your corner, and done a wheel over to the edge of your property, over 50 feet. And without finding any corners or anything, and like Pete had said before, that big oak tree right beside your in the front yard there, I mean, it goes, that's the corner or the edge of it, and then it goes over 50 feet, so it goes to the first pine tree on the back of 2nd Street here. So it's to the if you're facing the street, it's to the right of the gully. Because I knew if it was in the gully, the state wouldn't allow it in their entrance. So it's actually to the right of the gully. Now, and also reading, and another reason I figured this is I read in this book here that, you know, if the city is not, has no use for the land and is not going to develop the land, my understanding is that it can go back to the joining property owners or.
The city can abandon.
Yes, you know, if we don't have any.
You don't want it to be a street anymore.
I mean, you know, if we can't, you know, use it for utilities or whatnot, you know, just saying, I mean, but like I said, if we got it cleared and really marked it, everything, see where it's at, more tell if we can never use anything about it. But now we can wait, but like I say, that's just another step in the process. A different note, but I talked to the environmental health person today. If we get the size of the bathrooms that we want to put over here by the train cars, and the lease agreement from the railroad, that she would possibly give us a permit for it over there to second. So if y'all want to table this till next month or till after first year, it'll be fine. That's up to y'all.
Okay.
But I was just telling you.
But my question is, the ones over next to the rail cars, if we can't really lease those out, then what's the benefit of putting bathrooms over there?
What do you mean that we can't lease
Well,
them out?
you had talked about that there was stipulation about they would have to go back up for lease every 4 or 5 years,
Yes.
okay? And that it was a lot of money for somebody to put into it if they didn't know they were gonna get the lease in the next 4 or 5 years.
Well, that's true, but, you know, we can have the bathrooms for other events and stuff. And we might not put one, I mean, we might not put one over there at all. I mean, that was just what they said they, you know, wanted to check and see. And Mark Russell was one of the persons that wanted to check and see if the bathrooms were open.
Well, I understand that, but there's just a lot of expense going on, is what I'm saying. And I don't see,
We're not,
that, I'm just voicing my opinion.
we're not voting on anything about putting it over. I just tell you what the update was. I mean, we're not voting to put them over,
Well,
you know. But for the town to survive, we've got to have a sewer system somewhere. So we either got to decide, and if y'all keep the 2 acres and forget the streets and go up to the 2 acres, then we won't even have to worry about it.
Well, I personally think that you're better off trying to use the side streets and save that 2 acres up on that hill, because it might be where for the town, you might, if you're not going to use it, go back and sell it or whatever,
Right.
recoup some of your money.
but you're still gonna have a 2 acres, or at least part of it, are you not? For the infiltration system is what you,
No, the infrastructure system is what the engineer said when we came up here. He said that he believed, when I brought him in here to this map, he believed that you can get everything we need in those streets right there. That's what he said.
okay.
That might sound
Well,
right.
I guess because, but when we were talking the other day, you said we were gonna leave part of that and then we could still use it for parking during Heritage Days,
Well, no,
but
I
then we
said-
would have to have it for infiltration.
That's if we can't use these streets. If we have to use the infiltration system up there, yes.
If we don't get this sewer system, we're never going to get businesses and grow in here.
So,
Well, my question is still, how are we gonna pay for the sewer system?
well, we don't know yet till we we get to study and see where it's going. And, you know, at one time, you even said something about the, a grant.
There are no grants. If you'll remember, I talked with the Northwest Regional Development Center, there are no grants for it. There is the possibility to get a loan through the USDA, but there are no grants.
Well, that's not what the young man told me when I met him over here.
Well, I got the paperwork at the house that they sent me.
So anyway, do we want to table this or do you want to vote? That's up to you. Okay. All right. The next one is town hall repairs. We're just going to have to start getting this repairs done. First thing would be the roof. Second thing would be the leak in the back here. We've got to find that. So since it really falls under maintenance, just let you know, like I say, get up there and try to replace some of the screws, find the leaks, and stop the roof leak. And then, like I say, find the leak back here, but start the process of repairing and making this, you know, dry again. So, you know, it's my understanding is that is what y'all are wanting to do, is use town hall. Alright. So, I guess the motion to start with the roof, like I say, other than buying some screws and some caulking and stuff, start the process of that as the weather permits.
Is that something we can use Chad for?
Yes, yes, I mean, that's what I'm saying, I mean, you know, but,
But
you
when,
know,
if it becomes like replacing a roof, then we need to,
yes, but I don't think so. I think just replacing screws and stuff, where screws are missed and stuff. The only other thing, if I can coordinate and figure out a way to put that metal up and down on the ends, like Glenn Calloway has said, you know, that would stop, you know, that portion where the metal roof meets up with the concrete. So that would help. So that might take some couple sheets of tin and stuff and some materials. So not knowing what type of material or stuff that I need, but I mean, I don't think over $1,000 for sure, but I need to go ahead to start repairing the roof and fix it.
But what if that doesn't fix the roof?
And you go from there.
we have to figure out where the water's coming from anyways.
Well,
There's a lot
you
of
know-
water in there last week.
Well, me and Mark Drizzle, we cut out a piece of sheet right back there, and we figured, I'm almost positive got it narrowed down where it's coming in. We just got, or where it's coming through the wall. I used some dye, water dye that Mark had. It didn't come in this last rain, so it's not coming from there. So the next rain, we'll use fire truck to try to pour some water in there, and it's blue dye, so it tells you where it's coming from. Yeah. But these leaks in the roof, like right there and stuff, you know, getting up, trying to figure out where the leak is, it screws, where the screws either
That's what
mint.
happened on
Yeah.
mine, they get worked cut
Yeah.
somehow.
So you just go buy longer screws and screw it further down. Now, like I say, this all going on the majority, even Esty included, that wants to repair this town hall, and that's the whole purpose of trying to keep us here. So when you fix it, we're going to keep using it. So, I have a motion to start the repairs on the roof to stop the water coming in.
I'll make a motion that you start the repairs, stop the leaks as easy as we can.
Okay. All right. I have a second. Okay, I have a motion and a second to start the repairs to the roof. Any other discussion? If not, all All in favor? Okay. All
I
right.
abstain.
It didn't pass then.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll do it. We'll table it till the next meeting. Okay. Any other business or any public comments? If not, I'll motion to adjourn to the next meeting.
And motion to adjourn until December 7th at 6:30 here.
Okay? All right, do I have a second?
I'll say.
All in favor? Okay. Meeting adjourned.